the burden of the outcast, lifting up the head of all who come, the finding hope.
My name is Chun Lim. I am 23 years old. I grew up in Kampong Samrat, a poor village 3 hours from Phnom Penh. My parents worked in the local rice fields, and I helped them as soon as I was old enough. We did not have electricity or running water, and we were always worried about having enough to eat. When I finished high school, I received a scholarship to study agriculture at university in Phnom Penh. I was so happy when I received the news, but I was worried about leaving my elderly parents behind. When I arrived in Phnom Penh, I only had $5 and had nowhere to stay. The only place I could afford to rent was a tiny room with 4 other people. I slept on the floor with 2 others. It was too crowded to study, but I had nowhere else to turn. A friend from university told me about the Salvation Army hostel for young men. I was so thankful when they said I could stay. I now live here with 7 other students, and it is a great place to live. We have a great community here. Together we cook, we help each other with our studies. In our free time, we like to play volleyball. We don't pay rent, but instead teach English and math classes to children from the slums nearby. The children from the slums are very poor. They cannot afford to go to school, and every day they search in the rubbish for food and things to sell. The Salvation Army officers have been very good to me. They invited me to church and told me about Jesus. At first, I was afraid to pray, but after a time I prayed. I asked Jesus into my life. The Salvation Army changed my life. I now lead church meetings and teach Sunday school to 300 children that come from the slums. When I finish university, I want to go to Bible school and be an officer in the Salvation Army. There are many poor villages in Cambodia just like mine. I want to go out and start a church and tell my people about Jesus' salvation. I want them to be happy like me.
Please give generously to the self-denial appeal. With this fund, we can change the life, like a Chun Lim in Cambodia.
Freedom takes the burden of the outcast, lifting up the head of all who come, the finding hope, the finding hope. Oh, we'll stand together as one.